Well, hello everyone. My name's Mike, also known as Flyfisher530. I am currently on the downhill side of Monitor Pass, Highway 89, heading towards Walker, California. And my ultimate goal is to get down to the June Lake area near Mammoth, just north of Mammoth Lakes. And today I'm going to be looking at multiple campsites similar to my video in the Tahoe National Forest, and I want to bring you guys for the ride, show you some of those campsites, hopefully at least 2 or 3, and then make a decision out of that for the night where I'm going to stay. It's beautiful up here today. The whole purpose of this trip was to see fall colors in the Eastern Sierras. Already got a preview of that on Monitor Pass a little bit. Yeah, I'm just looking forward to seeing the Eastern Sierras in the fall. Never really been out this way this late in the year. So maybe get some fly fishing in on this trip as well. We'll see. I'd like to maybe fish around the June Lake loop, some of the lakes like Grant Lake. So hopefully you guys enjoy this video, and I'll let you know where I land next. Highway 395, just west of Bridgeport, California. I'm going to stop in Bridgeport and get some gas, and then from there I'll keep heading south and be looking for those campsites. Some people have asked me, you know, what's the 530 stand for on Flyfisher530, and it's a pretty simple answer. It's just the area code I live in. I live in Northern California, actually in a little town called Cool. And that town is a little one-stop sign town located in the Sierra foothills between Sacramento and Lake Tahoe. So it's actually one of the ways, if you're coming from the north, that you would go through Cool to get to the Rubicon Trail, which is about an hour from my house. So yeah, I'm just looking forward to the day. It is gorgeous up here. Coming into Bridgeport, it's been beautiful. The drive from Monitor Pass to Bridgeport's been beautiful. So really looking forward to seeing some of these campsites and take you along and let you know what you think. Well, I don't know if the GoPro is going to capture just how beautiful it is off to the right here with these aspens turning. But man, it is gorgeous up here. So I am south of Bridgeport, I don't know, 5 miles, maybe 4 or 5 miles, and man, it is just gorgeous up here. So really looking forward to getting to camp, and yeah, I'm really looking forward to seeing what we can do with the drone on this trip, because it is just incredible fall colors up here. Okay, well, I just put up the drone and just have an incredible view of Mona Lake to my left here. Maybe you can even see it on the video. Really, really cool views and just a beautiful day. Couldn't ask for a nicer day to be up here in the Sierras. Definitely the fall colors are going off. You know, this is mid-October almost exactly, and man, it is just gorgeous up here today. So yeah, I'm on the trail. I'm about halfway to the proposed camping site, the one I've marked on my map here, and so I'll let you guys see where we land next here, but looks like a really neat area to go camping. Well, still on my way to that first campsite, and this is nothing like I thought it would be getting to this camp. Just incredibly forested area I'm going through, which I was not expecting, and all sorts of campsites you can stay at up here. Really incredible area. Just did not realize there's areas where there's forest and there's areas where there isn't, but just really neat. The roads so far have been pretty easy. I'm in four-wheel drive, but I honestly don't think you need it. I think high clearance would be good. Maybe not absolutely critical, but just for a safety factor. And yeah, it's really, really cool. And the views are hard to beat up here. Really hard to beat. All right, so this is a little spur road off the main road. It comes in and it turns around. It's not very level in this location, but as you come up this little spur here, it flattens out to the point where I could camp here tonight. Not sure I will. I need to think about this. I'm at about 9,700 feet right now. It will be cold up here tonight. But let's take a look. This is a trail leading out to the view. Let's see what we got. All right, last bit of the trail. Start to get an idea of the view. Here's the view off this side. And here's the view a bit further down the trail. this, okay, so that campsite, the first one I stopped at, was at an elevation of 9,700 feet. It wasn't bad. I mean, you could make it work, but I don't know. It didn't impress me. It didn't have the view that I was hoping it would have. I kind of hoped it was be right on the edge of that cliff. But not every campsite is Kavanaugh Ridge, I guess. So maybe I'm looking for a little too much today. But I'm going to keep going. Plus, you know, 9,000, I'm almost at 10,000 feet. I'm not sure I want to camp at this elevation tonight. So that's the other part of the equation here. But as I'm heading out, I'm going through some more beautiful pine forests. It's really cool. It's in and out of these forested areas. And there's another campsite ahead I'm going to do a quick stop at. It might have a view also, we'll see. And then I'm just going to keep going if that doesn't work out. So we'll see how it goes here. Incredibly sharp turns here. Like, man, if you had like a Gladiator or something, you would have to be doing some major three-point turns on this trail, because even I have to back up here to make this turn. Okay, so along this trail there are multiple little pullouts with fire rings. Most are almost exactly right next to the road. But it's beautiful back in here. Never really expected this forest to be back here at this high elevation, but it's pretty neat. Okay, so I'm literally parked on the main trail road right here, but this is another spot I had marked on my Gaia GPS as a potential campsite. I could see it from satellite imagery, and that is a pullout here with a fire ring, and it would be a decent camp actually. And I noted that it was shaded, and it is with the trees. It is a nice shaded camp area. And honestly, I don't think there's a lot of people up here ever. So being this close to the road, I don't think it's a big deal necessarily. And you could even pull in a little further here past these rocks if you wanted to, I guess. But yeah, this would be a decent campsite for sure. So we'll call this campsite number 2 potential. But I'm going to keep going. Alright, so we are coming up on campsite number 3 that I had marked on my Gaia GPS. And so I'm just pulling in now. We'll check it out and see what it looks like. Okay, the road is basically right there, and right before that tree that's dead center in the video there. I just parked right here in the shade. It's a neat little forested area, all of its own, and it does have a fire ring here. Pretty nice little fire ring in the winter or spring you could probably use legally. And then really pretty colors up here right now, and you're looking off towards Highway 395 in that direction. This is a doable campsite. I mean, you could fit multiple rigs in here for sure. and it's fairly level. So we'll call this number 3. This is at 9,100 feet now, so I've dropped about, what, 600 feet in elevation. So definitely coming down, and that's the hill I just came down over there. So, and that first campsite is generally in that direction. Okay, I was just coming down this grade right here on the trail, guys, and parked right here. And I saw this little spur road right here, which didn't have really mapped anything on my Gaia GPS for in this location, but it looked kind of interesting. So I want to take a walk down here and check it out. This is kind of what it takes to find good campsites, especially you know, the prime one you may be going for may be taken if you pull in some time, and so you want to know where the alternates might be. And you know, it looks like this just dead ends at this tree here, though. Oh, they definitely don't want people in here. Let's check it out. Black bear research study in progress. Information gathered from the study will help the California Department of Fish and Wildlife better manage the bears in this region. You may find barbed wire attached to trees and or fence posts. The wire does not harm the bears or other wildlife. The wire is used to collect hair from the bears. Bear attractant is used at all of these sites. Oh, great. All sites will be removed at least 3 weeks prior to hunting season. Okay. Well, I'm pretty sure I don't want to be camping here tonight. Perfect. Bear attractant. Just perfect. Well, I can safely say that's probably not a good campsite for the night. So let's keep going. I'm just going past Mono Lake. I am heading south on Highway 395. We just checked out those 3 campsites, and pretty cool area. I mean, that first campsite definitely had epic views. You did have to have a little bit of a hike, maybe 100 yards to get to that view, but pretty cool. But it just felt a little cramped there. Plus, it was at 9,700 feet in mid-October. I think it's going to be pretty cold there tonight. The other campsites were okay. I wouldn't say there was anything to write home about. They were nice. But I'm going to keep looking today. So I am now getting into lead vining. Not exactly sure what I'm going to do yet. I have thoughts about going into the June Lake Loop area, which, if you guys don't know, is a beautiful, gorgeous area where you literally, the highway takes a big loop off the highway, goes by numerous lakes, and loops back to 395. And by the way, if you are ever heading down 395 and you see the sign June Lake Loop, take it. It's only maybe a half hour out of your way to go around the long way. It gets you back to 395, and just a beautiful drive through the area. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna look around June Lake. If that looks busy or I don't like it, I'm thinking about heading back over on the other side of 395 in the Sagehand area. So even I don't know what I'm gonna do yet. So we'll see, and I'll bring you along and let you know where I land here. Okay, see the paved road down there? I just came off that. And there's a nice level campsite right here with some shade. Big enough for one rig, I think. And then there's another spot over here. This is like a turnaround road. Look at this view. That is June Lake. And it's one of the many lakes in the June Lake Loop. So you could camp here. I could park my Jeep right here and have this view, which is awesome. Except this is just, you can't tell in the video here, this is super off camber right here. I just don't think it's gonna work well for me. But boy, what an epic view you would have. What a beautiful tree right there. Ah, man. I don't know, I gotta think about this. And then I think there's one more campsite over here. The only thing I'm not super thrilled about is being so close to the paved road. There's another campsite here. This isn't bad. Actually, this isn't bad at all. I can actually make this work. The only thing, like I say, I don't really thrilled about is the pavement being so close. So easy for cars to pull in at night and stuff. But it's mid-October. I don't think it's going to be crazy busy out here. Well, as nice as that campsite was by the lake, what is that, number 4 now? Yeah, I think that's number 4. I mean, that fairly level spot I found at the end was really nice, I have to say. It had a beautiful view of June Lake. The thing that just bothered me about that was it's right next to a paved road, and I could just see, I mean, especially in the summer, I could see people trying to pull in there all day long, all night long. It's mid-October. More than likely it would have been fine. I'm just not, I don't like being near pavement. You know, I want to do dispersed camping as much as possible. So where next? Okay, where next? I am going to try the other side of 395, which would be the east side of 395, in the general direction towards Sagehen Campground, but not in Sagehen Campground. This would be an area kind of south of there, so this will be interesting. I've never gone in this way that I'm going to take today. I just have it mapped out on my Gaia GPS, and so it's not too far from the June Lake Loop. So I'm going to try this this thing. It's getting late. It's 3:30. I got to set up camp and start cooking tonight. So I have a steak to cook on the Scotto, which will be a first for me, and some potatoes and asparagus. So looking forward to that. And yeah, so stick with me. Not done yet. We'll find some place to camp tonight. Even though it was getting late in the day, I decided to take a side trip to the top of Bald Mountain. This was fairly close to my location and not far from where I wanted to camp. It is not a difficult road to get there, and I'd heard there was a hiker's warming hut at the top that I wanted to check out. Very cool. Really cool little cabin. MREs, stove, cabinets. And a little signing book. Alright, well, this is where I landed today, guys. I've been all over the forest along the 395, both on the west and east sides. Man, I thought, I don't know, I thought I had some ideas where some good campsites would be, and I really didn't find anything spectacular, I guess, is what I would say. This is one of those days where you kind of strike out. This is where I'm going to stay for tonight. It's not bad. It's fairly level. It's kind of interesting. Half this forest is burned out and the other half is totally green. But I'm going to get camp going. It's pretty late. It's 5 o'clock. I left my house at 8:30 and literally spent I was probably at the first campsite within 3.5 hours or so, 4 hours maybe max. But just spent a lot of time looking at different potential campsites for the future, and you know, didn't really find anything I would say were super awesome. And this one's not bad, but yeah, we'll see how it goes. So I got to get set up. I'm gonna get the awning up, get the tent up, start cooking. So I'll show you some of that, and then tomorrow I'm thinking maybe trying to get over to Grant Lake or somewhere in the June Lake Loop and do some fishing. We'll see. I also want to do some other things, like show you the gear I use or I take with me on my trips, which is way too much. But thought I'd at least show you guys, you know, give you some ideas of what I bring with me, and you know, you can decide for yourself if you want to bring that much gear or not. So alright, so I'm going to get camp set up, and we'll go from there. Alright, so we're going to be doing steak tonight with some asparagus. Along with that, we're going to cook up some small potatoes, mix in some mushrooms, keep it pretty simple, salt and pepper. Also have some beef rub, Traeger beef rub. Guess I'll try that as well, and see how it goes. It's getting kind of late, want to get started soon, so and I'm getting hungry. Okay, well, I think we're done. I have to say, this doesn't look half bad. Alright, well that's the final product. It's getting dark, but hopefully you can see that. I think it's come out okay. Taste test will be the final judgment. So we'll give it a little taste test here, guys. First the steak. Very good. Feels good. Everything's good. Well, got the old Timbo tusk going, and heck of a day, man. I really looked at a lot of different places for camping, and this isn't bad. I would say it's a nice place in the forest. It's forested. You know, I'm just I'm looking for those extra special places right now. So, but I think some of the places I saw today were pretty epic. They had some pretty amazing views. The one that was north of Mono Lake, really, those 3 campsites were not bad. And then the one I looked at by June Lake in the June Lake Loop area was nice too. It had a beautiful view of the lake. It was just only about 100 feet from pavement, though. That really bothers me. Where I am right now, I am miles in from the pavement. I am miles in from the 395. I don't think I'm that far from Sage Hen, but I'm also not that far from June Lake. I'm kind of in the middle area. You saw that I went to Bald Mountain earlier today. That was pretty cool. That cabin, that little cabin that's there. I think they call it a warming hut for hikers, I guess. Didn't realize they really put those on the opposite side of the Sierras in a place like that. But I guess there are people that hike up to these areas, not just the Sierras. So, yeah, that little hut was cool. Signed my name in there in the little notebook, and all sorts of little knickknacks in there if you were there overnight. Pretty neat. But it was getting windy up there, that's for sure. At least here right now where I am in the forest, it's dead calm tonight, and no clouds. Boy, I wish I had one of those really good astrophotography cameras that could really see the stars at night. I think it'd be epic up here. But I also got something I'm going to try in the morning. It's supposed to be pretty chilly. Right now it's not that bad. I've got a jacket on, but this is a little unit I picked up at Pacific Northwest Expo. And so it's called Cupid. By Covea, K-O-V-E-A. Cupid by Covea. And it's pretty nice. It's pretty compact. These legs fold in. The fuel container is right there. And the on-off switch is right here. So I was just playing around with it earlier. Let's see if I can get it to go here. There we go. And it does put out some heat, so pretty neat. These legs fold down so you can set it down on a flat surface. Yeah, I look forward to warming up the tent in the morning with that, so should be pretty neat. So, again, that's Cupid by Covea, K-O-V-E-A. I have no idea if they sell them on Amazon or what, but I did have a buddy heater. I still do. It's just it's much larger than this, and this is, you know, I'm just trying to find ways to reduce the bulk of what I carry every trip, and you know, not so many propane bottles and things like that. So we'll see how it does in the morning, and it's just nice to have a little fire to stay warm. It's only about 7:30 at night right now. Tomorrow. Part of me wants to pull out all my equipment, all the stuff I pack, because I did a rig walk around. Actually got released tonight. When I was up in the Tahoe National Forest, I separated out a video that was specifically a rig walk around, where, you know, on the exterior of my rig, I walked around and talked about all the different features of the Jeep. Now I was thinking I'll pull out all the gear that I stuff into the Jeep, and just show you, maybe lay it out here on the table, and just show you guys what I bring. I honestly think I bring way too much, but on the other hand, there's those times when you do need something and you like to have it, and so I don't know. Curious what you guys think if I do that. The other part of me, and maybe I can do both, but the other part of me wants to go out to the June Lake Loop area, do some fly fishing. Maybe I can do that towards the end of the day and do the gear review in the morning. So we'll see. I have no idea. I'm kind of winging it on this trip, to be honest. So, but yeah, it was a beautiful day out here, and man, the fall colors are just spectacular. So it looks like if you want to see the Eastern Sierras in their prime, mid-October looks like the time to come. I would say mid-October to maybe the end of October. Just amazing, beautiful fall colors out here with the aspens. So, don't think I have much else to say for tonight. I'll see you guys in the morning, and thanks for tuning in, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the morning. This concludes part 1 of this fall season visit to the Eastern Sierras and my search for the ultimate campsite. Part 2 will include some surprises and even more amazing fall colors than part 1. Stay tuned for part 2 coming soon.